Welcome back to English Breakthrough. I'm Sophia, and today we're tackling something that makes even confident speakers nervous: small talk. You know, those casual conversations at parties, networking events, or with coworkers. My guest today is Rachel, a communication coach who specializes in helping non-native speakers master the art of American small talk. Rachel, so glad you're here.
Thanks for having me, Sophia. This is such an important topic that doesn't get enough attention.
Rachel, let's be honest. Small talk can feel really awkward, even in your native language. Why is it so challenging for English learners?
There are two main reasons. First, small talk isn't really about the content, it's about building connection. Second, every culture does small talk differently. What's polite in one culture might seem nosy or shallow in another.
Can you give us an example of those cultural differences?
Sure. In American culture, it's totally normal to ask someone you just met, "So, what do you do?" meaning their job. In some cultures, that question would be considered rude or too direct. Or asking, "How was your weekend?" In the U.S., that's just friendly conversation starter. In other places, it might feel intrusive.
That's fascinating. So, what's the secret to good small talk in English?
I teach what I call the triple S formula: start, sustain, and smoothly exit. Let's break down each part.
I'm ready. Let's start with start.
Starting a conversation is the hardest part for most people. The mistake I see is people overthinking it. They're looking for the perfect, witty opening line. But here's the truth. Simple is better. "Hi, I'm Rachel. Great to meet you." Works perfectly.
What if you're at an event and want to join a conversation that's already happening?
Great question. Here's a technique. Approach with open body language, make eye contact, smile, and when there's a natural pause, say something like, "Hey, sorry to interrupt. I heard you mention topic. That sounds interesting." People appreciate genuine interest.
Okay, so we've started the conversation. Now what? How do we sustain it?
This is where the magic happens. Most people think they need to be interesting, but here's the secret. Be interested. Ask follow-up questions. I call this the echo and expand technique.
Echo and expand. Show me how that works.
Okay, imagine someone says, "I just got back from a trip to Colorado." Instead of just saying, "Cool," you echo and expand. "Colorado, I've always wanted to go there. What took you out there?" See what I did? I echoed the place name and expanded with a question.
That keeps the conversation flowing.
Exactly. And here's another tip. Use "tell me more" phrases. Things like, "That sounds fascinating. Tell me more." Or, "How did that work out?" Or, "What was that like?" These phrases buy you time to think while keeping the other person talking.
What about those awkward silences? They terrify me.
Sophia, here's something that will change your life. Silences aren't always awkward. We just make them awkward by panicking. Sometimes a brief pause is natural, but if you want to fill it, I have what I call pocket phrases, safe topics you can always pull out.
Give me your favorite pocket phrases.
Sure. Here are my go-tos. "So, are you from this area originally? Have you tried any good restaurants lately? Any fun plans for the weekend? I love your jacket, shoes, watch. Where'd you get that?" These work in almost any situation.
Those are gold. Now, what about the exit? How do you end a conversation without being rude?
The smooth exit is crucial. Here's what you don't do. Don't just say, "Okay, bye," and walk away. And don't make an obvious excuse like, "I need to use the restroom," when you clearly don't.
So, what's the right way?
Use what I call the appreciation exit. You say something positive, indicate you're moving on, and leave the door open. For example, "It's been so great talking with you. I'm going to grab another drink, but let's definitely connect again soon."
That feels natural and respectful.
Exactly. Another good one. "I've really enjoyed hearing about your work. I see some colleagues I need to catch up with, but here's my card. Let's keep in touch." You're being honest and friendly.
What about situations where someone is talking your ear off and you can't escape?
We've all been there. In that case, I use the redirect and release technique. You say, "This has been wonderful, but I know you want to mingle too. Don't let me keep you." It frames it like you're doing them a favor.
Brilliant. Now, what are some phrases American English speakers use in small talk that might confuse learners?
Oh, great question. Here are the big ones. How's it going? They don't actually want details. Just say, "Good, thanks," or "Can't complain." Another one, "We should get coffee sometime." Often this is just a polite expression, not a real invitation. And "Let me know if you need anything." It's a nice gesture, but they might not expect you to actually follow up.
That's so helpful to know. Any final tips for someone who's super nervous about small talk?
Yes. Remember that everyone feels awkward sometimes, even native speakers. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. Also, prepare a few conversation topics in advance. Before an event, think of 3 things you can talk about. A recent movie you saw, a book you're reading, something interesting in the news.
Rachel, this has been a masterclass. To recap, use the triple S formula. Start simply, sustain with echo and expand, and smooth exit with appreciation. Viewers, try starting just one conversation this week using these techniques, and let us know how it goes in the comments.
And remember, small talk is a skill. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
Thanks for watching English Breakthrough. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. See you in the next episode.